Okay, I'm back. All right, so we're on day 23 of the Course in Miracles, and I am going to talk about drama triangles. And bottom line, the attack thoughts that you have about yourself, the self loathing, the self hate, the hate your life, hate some people that are around you, people that are irritating you. The more upset you are as a human is an indication of how many drama triangles you're on. So let's begin first because this is for you. This is right now for you to have an insight that will make your whole next week flow even more creative. You may start seeing your drama triangles, but you're going to now understand how important it is to live beyond your belief in your inadequacy and begin to develop the neurological processes of seeing love. Now, what happens, I put in the description box, and in there I put a link to the full article. But what it explains in the latest research is what happens is we have an experience. And if we don't feel good about the experience, then we fill in the blanks with horror stories from our past, like our predictability. It's how we fill in the blanks. And that reality really isn't. Like if you're suffering, then there is a part where you're not seeing reality. And I would say everyone on the planet has drama triangles, and I don't know if I will rid myself of all drama triangles before I go on to the next level of my life or my living, however death transforms me. Um, I do say that we have the ability, and in my life and in doing this practice, I have more creation triangles than I have drama triangles. Because you're gonna create something, right? It isn't about always avoiding drama triangles. It's about learning how to get off of a drama triangle, which can be startling, perhaps, but necessary, in order to let yourself think more creatively, with compassion, with love. Like, what is the solution now that we know the obligation of how we are kinder and gentler when we pray or meditate daily? Do we have some type of moral obligation to become a better human? And what does that mean? If I wake up, imagine a day you waking up, and this whole day, you never criticize yourself, not even once. What would you be thinking about? If you didn't criticize yourself or another human being all day in your thoughts, what might you reveal about yourself? That's what this feels like on day 23. So let's go over what in the world is the drama triangle. First, to begin this, you want to write down 1 or 2 areas of your life in which you feel you are trapped. Like you want to say something more, or you don't, you're uncomfortable and you have to go there every day. Whatever that situation is, hey Angelina, write it down right now. Write down the thing that's bothering you. And then I'm going to show you how to get off of that drama triangle and feel fabulous this week. You're going to reclaim some of your confidence in who you are. All right? Okay, so you have it written down? Let me show you this. Oh, I made it special. Where did I put it? Oh, here it is. All right. Let's talk about what is a drama triangle. So, a drama triangle has a victim in it, has a perpetrator, and has a rescuer. Now, you, as well, what I did a lot, I was a victim to my being overweight, which I was a victim to, I don't know what. I mean, in different areas of my life, right? But most of the time, I was the rescuer. I was always taking care of victims, and I was always defending them from perpetrators. What you have to understand, like, that's how I saw myself anyway. I'm sure other people saw me as the victim of things that I'm weak in my life, and that I was being perpetrated on, which I was, and I do have stories like that of people who, you know, betrayed me, all my betrayal stories, which I have several. Um, all of those stories are stories I've made up to fill in the blanks, right? Based on, and then I get to where I expect it. Because what the drama triangle is very entertaining, you know. I got off of one this week, and what I realized is how entertained I was. Like, it was taking up a lot of my emotional energy, my creative thinking, because I was feeling like I was in protection a lot. And now I was feeling like the victim. I was feeling like I was being perpetrated on. And I was seeking a rescuer in the situation. So this dynamic is attractive if you are riddled with self-doubt, okay? And you have self-condemned yourself. This is what I call purgatory when it's referred to in the spiritual text. It's being caught in this never-ending multiplying of your self-doubt and you never seeing your magnificence and your loving and your kindness. And then you can't see it in other people, right? All right, so remember this. Drama triangles are created by your storyline of inadequacy. So it's your storyline. So as you pray this year and you want to get off this drama triangle, then there's one affirmation I recommend you use. Now, depending on the level of how much you use it, because to get off, you have to get off. There is no healing it. Like, at one point I said, okay, I'm the rescuer. I can see I'm attracting victims, and I feel, always lifting people up, right? But people have the power to lift themselves up. And what would always happen, everyone I helped ended up being my perpetrator. They ended hating me. And it's in the spiritual text of the Jewish text. A lot of people say the reason that occurs, and that's the kind of drama triangle I always created, that the people that I relieved them initially, and I created this experience of they're beholden to me, on an energetic level, then they start building resentment. Because the thing is, if I'm not there, they fall to the ground. They have no legs. It's like you carry a baby way beyond its level, like, because I don't want to see that person struggle. Like, that was my deal. I didn't want to see someone struggle because I wasn't willing to look at me. I wasn't willing to struggle for myself. So this relationship kept me entertained, kept me weak. Kept me very weak because I didn't feel valuable any other way, So I'm just letting you know, drama triangles are self-fulfilling in a way. They have, of course, there's so much drama triangle going on around, like, and everybody is editing what they're wanting to say. And then the perpetrator, and what'll happen also in drama triangles, if I'm the rescuer, I'm eventually in this story gonna be all of it. Because the perpetrator is my victim. You understand? And then the victim, it all switches. Like, I become the victim of the victim. Because if the victim can't get their life together, then I'm always having to interrupt my creative flow to go help them. So I get victimized. So if I'm the victim, then I'm also going to be the rescuer and the perpetrator. Because every victim is perpetrating on the perpetrator when they talk bad. Okay? It's hostile. It's vengeance. It's a protection. So you're just noticing, ooh, I'm in a victim stance if I'm gossiping. I'm just a victim. And you don't need to right then say, ooh, I got to get off this triangle. You say this. And the triangle, you will get off of it. It will demagnetize the triangle. It may take a week. And it may take some tears. It may take you doing some soul searching and deciding and being determined that you're going to fill in your blanks with love, creativity, and beauty. No more blaming others for how you feel and what you have in your life. And you start learning how to utilize the brain that you have been given. Not just react with it. Like, we are evolving. And so it is becoming easier by saying this. My boundaries are sacred. My boundaries are sacred. Now you say it with intention. You say it with certainty. You say it with self-confidence. Because you're calling forth your I am presence. And how your I am presence would fill in the blank. Not a bunch of neurotransmitters in your brain that have sorted the world based on bad experiences. You want to continue having bad experiences in 2021? Then continue to speak to yourself the way you have spoken to yourself. If you want to be determined to live a life where it feels good to wake up in the morning, where you look forward to seeing people in your life instead of afraid of what they might be thinking about you. See, that's an attack thought. Like, if you want to set yourself free, do this week and say, my boundaries are sacred. And then allow yourself to witness yourself and say to yourself the Course in Miracles, right? The part that says, I can escape the world I see by giving up attack thoughts. Like, are you determined to give up attack thoughts? Or are you willing to continue to suffer drama triangles? Also what you got to get about you can escape the attack thoughts is understanding that if you're complaining about someone, then there could also be something like when you say my boundaries are sacred, I want you to understand you will have an experience in your life where you feel supported within the next week to end the suffering that you're having in a relationship, in a money dilemma, in anything. You will be able to stop thinking attack thoughts about yourself and someone else this week if and only if you stand up and say, my boundaries are sacred within yourself. Like the inner work, the actual vocalization with yourself in a sacred space is essential because you don't get off a drama triangle. Your soul releases you from it. when you decide you are going to not only see your gifts, but you're going to develop your gifts. And then you're going to share your gifts. That's a creative triangle. So stay tuned for more of that as we continue to evolve. How are you going to create a creative triangle? So when you say my boundaries are sacred, what you are telling your higher self, you're telling the world, you're telling the sacred grid of life that we're all connected to, you're telling it, I am ready. So guide me, and you will have miracles happen in your life this week. And I want to hear about them. You hear me, Angelita? I know you've been suffering. So this is directly to you. You have the power. Call it forth. You're blessed. You're beautiful. You're divine. And you're on time. And you do have an imagination beyond drama triangles. We all do. We all do. It's beautiful. So I want you to stay tuned and develop a year of miracles and be an inspiration. Be a muse for someone else. Inspire them to claim the words of beauty, speak the words of beauty, and live a beautiful life on a creative triangle instead of these babies, which I think by now you should be bored with. Same old, right? The crying, the gnashing of the teeth, the they don't do this and they don't do that. Well, wow. I've been gifted a brain, a heart, a body, and the ability to intend. Let's see what I can do beyond a drama triangle. Do join me in my Patreon account. We're reading Divine Compensation. And also, the book club is also like a mini coaching session as well. So if you're suffering with image issues, self-worth issues on any level, in your relationship, in your body image, and with your money, the processes that are in the book Divine Compensation by Marianne Williamson, coupled with, me checking out if you're in a drama triangle or not and helping you get off of them, designing special words for you. That's what the book club is all about. It's diving deeper into the application of some of the most wonderful books that are out these days. We're a very lucky generation to be this connected internationally. Let's together create a world of beauty through the connection of the internet. Like Angelita, I'd have never met you if it wasn't for the internet. So thank you for being in my life. Thanks everyone who watches and shares my video for being in my life. I see you on my creative triangle. Mwah. Much love and many blessings. And don't forget, we got 2 songs this week, which is Brave and The Greatest. I want you to be singing and dancing as you're doing this, because you want your body to catch up with your emotional and your mental intentions. Okay, chicks, let's do it.